Welcome back into the Friday Night 360 AZ preview show. I'm Haley Stasiak, joined now by Mountain Pointe head coach Rich Wellbrock. Coach, thank you so much for your time and coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Couple tough losses here in the first half of the season. Looking at these first 4 games, what are your overall takeaways?
You know, the biggest thing is that we've gotten better. I look at finally over the last couple weeks, even you go back to the Polynesian Classic when we played Bingham. Our kids played for 48 minutes. And the last 2 weeks I've really seen that and kind of built from that. I didn't think the first 2 weeks we really put the foot on the gas for 48 minutes. I thought the last couple weeks we really have, and it's nice to see this football team grow every week.
What is it about this group of guys that has really been clicking in these last few weeks?
You know, I think the biggest thing is they're starting to see that if they go to practice and do the things that we ask them to do from a practice standpoint, they're going to see the results on a Friday night. And it's really watching them grow as practice players. You know, that's the first step. We've got a whole bunch of kids that hadn't played under the bright lights. 9 new starters on defense, and then probably 7 on offense. So it's really good to see them kind of grow from a game standpoint and a practice standpoint day in, day out.
At quarterback, we've seen both Nick Wallerstedt and Amen Williams. What have you seen out of both of these guys that you like at that position? You know,
at this point, Nick's been a quarterback the whole way since the second half of Pinnacle, and we've actually Amen's now playing wide receiver and doing some good things for us there and giving us a threat there. So Nick's getting better every week. He's part of our, also being part of our running game and stuff like that because he's such a good athlete. And now that we've also used an Amen at receiver, he's Bingham game, he had 2 big catches, and then he had some nice catches here this last week. So it gives us another weapon for our offense.
How nice is it to have 2 guys, though, that you can rely on to step up into that leadership role at the quarterback position, just in case one or the other were to go down?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very good, and it's a great problem to have.
At the beginning of the season, you talked about how you were expecting big things out of Jatu Gibson, Rashian Hodge, and Anthony Dedrick. Have these guys done what you've hoped they would so far in 2018? Absolutely.
Jatu has really grasped the defense and is right up there leading us in tackles. And sometimes we're bringing him on the blitz, and he's making those types of plays. Rashian Hodge is doing what we need him to do and getting better every week and leading our defense. And Anthony Dedrick, we've moved him around. He's gone everywhere from a D tackle to a defensive end to a stand-up defensive end in the past couple weeks. So just doing those things that's kind of made our defense kind of click again over the last 2-3 weeks.
How about Dominique Davis? He's had an impressive season so far, over 500 receiving yards over these 4 games. What is it about him that stands out to you?
He's got elite speed, and he keeps getting better. And just with the nuances of being a receiver, him and Nick have a little bit of a connection now. Click where he's going to be, and once he gets the ball in his hands, he's very explosive. He's able to make people miss, and it's been fun to watch him evolve and do the things we're asking him to do.
Who are you expecting more out of this season as we progress here?
As we progress, Jakim McKinney last week, had 30 touches for almost 300 yards. And then we also went to a 2-back set where Eli Sanders, our sophomore running back, was doing, I think he almost had 100. So expecting some more things from Eli and also from our slot receivers, Jathan Washington and Nate Gomez, as well as watching our men progress out as the wide receiver on the offensive side. Defensively, looking for big things for Kenny Lofton to have a big second half of the season, as well as Thor Canales, who keeps practicing every day and takes every rep as hard as he can go. So those are the kids that we're really looking at to make a big jump in the second half of the season.
Big game against Queen Creek this week. What have you seen on film of the Bulldogs?
Probably the best coach team we've seen. That's not doing anything to any of the other programs that we've played. Those kids just they do exactly what they're coached. They've run the same system for years, and Coach Sherman does such a phenomenal job. They're hard-nosed. They're going to give us everything they got for 48 minutes. We've definitely got our hands full. First region game, all the above. It's going to be a very, very good football game that both teams are, playing well right now, and we'll see what happens.
As you get into region play, what's the message to the guys about moving forward here?
I think the biggest thing when we left Las Vegas is we'd finally given everything we had, and it didn't feel good to lose a football game. And now, continuing to progress and evolve as a football team, and just, like I said last Friday to our guys, it's time to make a run and, enjoy ourselves and fly around and have fun. And that's what we all sign up to do this for. As from a coach and from a kid standpoint, is fly around and have some fun on a Friday night, and that's what we expect to do, and hopefully come out on the W side.
Coach, again, thank you for the time. Good luck this Friday.
Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. That was Mountain Pointe head coach Rich Wellbrock. Matching up with Queen Creek this week, Devin Larson. As he mentioned, this team is very well coached. Travis Sherman knows how to coach these guys, and like he said too, they listen. And we went out there in the spring and saw that firsthand. When you see these kids play, you see it firsthand as well. Dylan Borja, a guy to watch in the run game for the Bulldogs. I think this is going to be a good matchup. And as Chili said, this is where the sideline vlog is going to be this week. So you know where the sideline vlog is. It's going to be a good game. Coming up next, we have Basha senior athlete Ty Sifferman. Keep it right here on the Friday Night 360 AZ Preview Show.